How's it going, guys? Biker Dave here. This is a 1996 BMW Z3. The little 1.9 liter 4-cylinder engine. We got tons of other videos about this car, so make sure you look for the playlist thumbnail that'll pop up at the end of the video. And see our social media links in the description of this video. But the quick little project is we have a little noise coming from the tensioner pulley that's attached to the belt of the air conditioning. As you see, there's the belt right there. And this is also how you will adjust the tension of this pulley as well. It should have, right around just under an inch of slack. Make sure you see your service manual for that to be specific, but it's probably a half an inch roughly of tension in this belt. All right, but this pulley right here is a little bit noisy when we start the engine, so we're going to swap it out. Pretty easy task, no big deal. I'll put a link down below where you can get the replacement. What you'll need is a 13 millimeter or a half-inch wrench and or socket. You'll also need a large Allen, which is 3/8 or a comparable metric Allen socket, because that's how you'll actually turn it. Notice it's got a little slot right there for the Allen, and that's how you'll actually adjust the tension on it, and then it'll have a bolt that goes through it. How you actually secure it once you've got it to the tension you want. So let's look under the car. Very simple to do this. All right, and one other thing you'll need is just a medium-sized flathead screwdriver. If yours has a little cap that is covering this area, you'll need a screwdriver to pry it off. Also, no big deal. All right, we're obviously at the front of the car. Make sure you put the car up on some sort of stands or ramps or whatever, because these cars are obviously very low, hard to get underneath there, and it's easier to do this from underneath. So I've got it up on ramps, obviously, and let's get under here and take a look. Alrighty. The pulley in question, called a tensioner pulley, is this guy right here. There's your air conditioning compressor, and if you've I had this replaced, the compressor, not long ago, because it completely crapped out on me. And then we put the new one on, and all of a sudden we started hearing a faint little noise out of this pulley here. So what you do, get your flat screwdriver and just pry off this little plastic cap like so, which will expose the bolt. Can be a 13 millimeter or a half-inch wrench to loosen it. And then inside, notice inside there is where the Allen goes, so you can actually adjust the tension on it while you're waiting to tighten this bolt down. Okay? But the simple part is just to loosen this guy here. Notice how it starts loosening. This is how you would also remove the air conditioning belt for this particular model. Loosen this guy off. And that's that. Notice, okay? That's what it looks like. And if you, you can tell on this one, I could tell, first of all, it's got a little bit of play in it. It's very dirty, so this thing has probably been on here for who knows how long. And, just the spinning, it's got a bearing inside there. And, it just eventually wears out. So we're going to swap her out real quick. Here's the replacement. See if we can get some light. New replacement right there. Bearings don't last forever. It's just how it goes. All right. You can go ahead and put the bolt through it. Okay, you're going to push up on the belt. Make sure that it's in the groove, of course, of the compressor and the main crank pulley there. Make sure it's sitting in the groove nicely. You know, you don't want to be like hanging out on the edge of it or anything like that. So, and make sure they're lined up the same for both. Okay. And just start tightening. And you know, make it hand tight. Firmly hand tight. Make sure your belt is good, in good position. Make sure your belt looks good also. You know, make sure it's not all worn out and nasty, cracked, about to fall apart. So this is a good time for that, because you might as well replace the belt if it looks bad. These belts are not all that expensive. Okay, now we'll take the Allen guy. Your Allen, which is 3/8. Okay, it'll fit in there, and then you loosen it basically to turn it upwards. Okay, make sure your belt looks good. Snug it down. You can feel the belt on the tension. You know, it shouldn't be very loose. It shouldn't be extremely tight either. Both of those could be bad. So you want it to have a little bit of play in it, a little stretch basically, as you see right there. And then we'll tighten her back down. As I drop things. Hold on. Now, camera little mount is hitting my head. All right, then we got it situated now. All right. And you'll tighten the bolt. You might need a little bit of room. Might want to put an extension on one of them so you can have a little space. Okay. If you get your 1/2 inch or 13 with a little angle on it, because you got this bar right here is in the way, or control arm or whatever it is. Get it up on there, then you'll be able to tighten it down. Tighten the feel on the belt right there. If it feels good, go ahead and give it a little tightening. That should be good. Then you can use your socket to firm it down. Okay, and that should do it. Then you put your cap, your little cap right there. Put that guy right back on. It'll just sort of snap in place. If I can get it around this stupid thing. All right, you just have to manipulate it. You know, it'll click in place when that cap is back on. And, you know, just double check, make sure your belt looks good on the pulleys. And that should do it. Alrighty. Got her fired up. Silent as a whisper. That guy right there. That's all there is to it. It'll take you longer to order the darn thing than it will to swap it out. Make sure you check out our other videos about this car. You'll see a thumbnail link pop up right at the end of this video. And we also have tons of other stuff relating to cars, dirt bikes, ATVs, scooters, motorcycles, motocross bikes, working around the house, technology, all kinds of stuff. So check it out. And make sure you see our eBay store, which is you know, named Horsepower House. We sell motorcycle related parts and specialty tools. So check it out. You'll have a great day. We'll see you later.